Hi, my name is Kaylee Carruthers, and I chose to study healthcare and social services for my final project because it is one of the most valuable and overarching areas that social services merge with. The integration of social services and healthcare has become a key factor in improving the lives of patients in America. There are many occupations and directions that a social service worker could choose to take within the healthcare industry. One location available is rehabilitation centers, where social workers work with recovering addicts. Another option is hospitals, where social workers can advocate for the best quality care for their patients. Some other careers available are nursing, mental health counseling, and medical translating. Social workers can also take part in genetic counseling, hospice services, and psychotherapy. Other incredibly vital roles are in psychiatric institutions, local family planning clinics, and long-term care facilities. There are also careers working with eating disorders, rape victims, and cancer patients. I chose to study this career path for numerous reasons. It seems to me from our studies so far that healthcare social work incorporates ideas from almost all others. I think this career field gives the broadest yet most detailed picture of what a social worker's role in the world may look like. For example, a healthcare social worker would need knowledge on substance abuse, mental health, and family welfare to best perform their job. I also chose this area of social services because translating is something that I am interested in pursuing in the future. Although I could take it in many directions, I have had one-on-one contact with a medical translator that greatly influenced my potential of choosing this pathway. Social work in healthcare has a long history, but it did not jumpstart in the United States until the early 20th century. In 1905, Dr. Richard Cabot, professor of clinical medicine and social ethics, paved the way by adding social workers to the staff at his clinic at Massachusetts General Hospital. Another key figure in the combination of social work and public health was Harry L. Hopkins, who worked alongside President Franklin D. Roosevelt. He understood the fact that social work and public health are inseparable industries, which greatly influenced the New Deal of 1933. Another key time in history that impacted health care and social services was when Hurricane Katrina hit in 2005. After the hurricane, social service workers responded in two major ways: healthcare and environmentalism. Healthcare social workers took over therapy, such as grief counseling, helping survivors with new housing placements, and finding long-term care facilities for the elderly and mentally ill. Although this combination of healthcare and social services is not new, its history is obscured, likely because there is an emphasis on therapy and case management in social work. The link to public health, however, makes up a large majority of social workers in America today, with 500,000 social workers in the United States. This means that although the coexisting relationship between healthcare and social services had a slow jumpstart, it is so overlapping now that it is difficult to even make the separation. The responsibilities of a social worker in healthcare are vast and could change from one location or even one patient to another. A social worker may be responsible for educating families about health insurance coverage, leading support groups, and helping patients to cope with emotional tolls that come with medical treatment. Healthcare social workers may also help clients obtain transportation to follow-up doctor's appointments, help them get admitted to inpatient and outpatient services, or nursing home placement assistance. Another responsibility of social workers in healthcare could be advocating for public policies related to healthcare funding and other issues in low-income communities. There are also many ethical issues that social workers assist families in dealing with, such as abortion, organ transplantations, and the use of medicine to treat mental illness, and taking a loved one off of life support. Another varying element in social services is the salary benefits of the different positions. This depends on the location of the position as well as a healthcare social worker in Los Angeles, California makes on average $63,000, while in Chicago, Illinois, they make $55,000. These numbers differ for mental health and substance abuse social workers, as they make $64,000 in Los Angeles and $47,000 in Chicago. Despite these variants, it is universally true that social service workers make more money as they obtain higher degrees and licensures. Personally, I would have a love-hate relationship with the responsibilities of this career path. While I would love to feel like I was helping someone every day, the emotional toll could potentially cause burnout. I would enjoy lobbying for better health coverage for low-income families, but having to counsel and educate them on their health status and care options could grow taxing on my own mental health. I feel that it would be quite difficult not to bring work home, as it would be impossible to leave everything at the door each night. I would, however, greatly enjoy the freedom and fulfillment that this career grants. In all, I believe that the pros outweigh the cons when it comes to the responsibilities of a healthcare social worker. The characteristics of a social worker in healthcare are a critical element in effectively assisting clients. I believe that patience, communication skills, active listening, empathy, and problem solving are some of the most notable characteristics of a proper social worker. I believe that my personality fits this description quite well, as I am innately an empathetic person. Although this is an important element in social work, I also feel that it could present an issue for me. I am not able to turn off my empathy, meaning, as I stated before, I am concerned about my inability to function outside of work. Apart from this, I am generally an organized, dependable, and persistent individual, all of which are other important characteristics of a social worker in healthcare. Also, this career path compensates for my many values. I have always believed that making an impact on this world is not just about what you do from a platform, but a personal level. Helping others is a key factor in my idea of a successful life, which is where my interest in social work is rooted. I also value challenging myself in my eventual career, and it is something that I strive to do almost daily. Social work would without a doubt be a challenging career path, and despite my expressed concerns, I am eager to take part in a career that many shy away from. In all, I feel that social work and healthcare is a field that I am capable of working in someday. Just as there are many different roles available within healthcare social work, there are also varying degrees and qualifications required for each of them. Mental health counselors, for example, must have a master's degree, like a master's of counseling or master's of marriage and family therapy degree. After acquiring a master's and many hours of supervised experience, licensure is the next step for mental health counselors. Another area of healthcare social services that has special qualifications is rehabilitation counselors. Most rehabilitation counselors need a master's degree in rehabilitation counseling, and the Council on Rehabilitation Education provides accreditation for rehabilitation counseling master's degree programs. While a bachelor's degree in rehabilitation studies can sometimes prepare someone for this work, it does limit the services they can provide and the locations they may be hired. Also, some places look for rehabilitation counselors that are certified or licensed after their master's degree. To become a medical social worker, someone must complete a bachelor's degree in social work or a related field, then acquire a master's degree in social work, complete fieldwork hours through internships or other practicum, and finally, become licensed and maintain licensure. This information shows that many of the different career paths within this field have overlapping educational pathways. In all, social services and healthcare are an extremely necessary field of work in the United States and worldwide. The career path is such a vast one, from translating, counseling, family planning, and so much more. Just as the options are endless, so are the opportunities to live a fulfilling life through assisting, educating, and advocating for people, especially those that cannot do so for themselves, every day. In addition to this fulfillment, the jobs available also allow for excitement, growth, and flexibility for those that are looking to work a structured position that is still full of variety. Another incredible element of pursuing a career in social services is that the educational pathways overlap with other fields and even between different jobs within the healthcare industry. This allows people to take their time deciding which direction they'd like to take and even change their mind every so often. At the end of the day, social services and healthcare are an incredible field made for those that have a passion for people and desire to make an impact on their community, either on a platform or a personal level.